Here's something interesting I discovered. Anagrams are important to us. We're only going to spend one video focusing on this, but as always, I want to share everything I know with you. An anagram is a word or phrase made from the exact same letters found in another word or phrase. For example, pat is an anagram of apt. If you thought the Mandela effect was very riddle-like, get ready for this. The first time I thought about the possibility of the Mandela effect communicating through anagrams was when I watched The Da Vinci Code and realized it was a message movie. In that movie, Tom Hanks' character solves an anagram. I wondered, are there meaningful anagrams out there? I had no idea. When I realized that The Silence of the Lambs was a message movie, I had a reason to think about this again. In that movie, Hannibal Lecter feeds Clarice Starling a fake name, which turns out to be an anagram. That's when I really started thinking about it. Another clue was the realization that the Mandela effect not only changed The Grinch Who Stole Christmas into How the Grinch Stole Christmas, it made the movie's new title into an anagram of the old one. I knew I needed to look into this. There is a website I used long ago to help me with anagrams. It's wordsmith.org/anagram, and I needed it now more than ever. I was ready to get to the bottom of this intriguing line of inquiry. I started typing in all kinds of names and titles I associate with the Mandela effect. I typed in things like Tom Hanks, Mandela effect, and the Brady Bunch. I got a lot of garbage like Ska Month, Fecal Faded Men, and Chubby Had Rent. A lot of what I found was clearly not of interest. I kept looking and, hard work can really pay off. There are some interesting Mandela effect anagrams. Sally Field is an anagram for false idol. Here's the definition of idol. A false idol would be a picturesque place that is fake. How does that match up with our current perspective on the Mandela effect? Is the world not scenic and beautiful? It is. This is especially true when humankind respects and preserves it. Is our world real or fake? We know the Mandela effect is telling us it is fake. Another anagram I found was for the movie Field of Dreams. If you look closely at that movie's title, you will see that Field of Dreams becomes Dead Life Forms. This movie is known for having an iconic line in it that was changed by the Mandela effect. Build it and they will come became build it and he will come. I remember it used to say they, and in this movie they means long dead baseball players. That's why I feel Dead Life Forms is a meaningful anagram. The last one I have is for Volkswagen. Want to know why this automotive manufacturer's name is now spelled differently? One of the reasons is because it draws attention to the Volkswagen logo, which is a very meaningful Mandela effect. The other reason we find is that this new spelling forms an anagram. Volkswagen gives us the anagram Zagen Folk W. I recognized this myself just by looking at the name Volkswagen. I studied a tiny bit of German, so I was already familiar with the words sagen and folk. In some sentences, sagen means tell. See? Folk means people. Then we have W. What does W stand for here? It immediately jumped out at me that W could stand for world, but wait, Volkswagen is a German word that was turned into a German anagram. That means the letter W we see in this anagram can only stand for world if the German word for world starts with a W. I didn't know that word until I looked it up, but the German word for world is Welt. I want to show you these translations from a more authoritative source. I'll use the translator at collinsdictionary.com. I spent some time looking for these anagrams, but there could be a lot more out there that I didn't find. It was impossible for me to take every single thing that has been touched by the Mandela effect and check it all for anagrams.